New season means new seasonal recipes, and now it's easier than ever with fresh ingredients delivered to your door. HelloFresh brings the farmer's market to you. Get 16 free meals plus 3 free gifts with code TBTB16.
TBTB16.
At HelloFresh.com/TBTB16.
TBTB16.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Bald and the Beautiful. I am Melissa.
I'm Kevin Allen Fredericks III.
I'm Angel.
I'm Healthy Marcus.
Healthy Marcus is back. He don't have the vid. He also didn't have it that time, but I just want y'all to be clear, he doesn't have it now either.
Look at God.
Just regular cold. What's that feel like? 1999 cold.
I had a bacterial infection.
Oh,
them things was interesting coming up out of, it was awful. I got, this is my
Got
last, I
video?
take my last antibiotic today.
nice. Good to see you healthy. It's a shame that your wife made fun of you for being bougie sick. I didn't watch the vlog. I downloaded it.
This was after leaving here. I was on my way to the pharmacy to get the antibiotic. She was like, look at you dressed up. I had it on all day. Look at you dressed up going to the pharmacy.
You gotta understand the difference. He came here all dressed up. He gets home typically. He puts on his little robe and his matching PJs, and he's like, I'm dying. But then when you go out of the house,
I didn't do that day. I kept those clothes on.
You then changed back into
when I didn't change back. I put them on, put all that on after I got back from the pharmacy.
Yes,
I hate to be lying her ass off.
Dude, man, for the joke.
Just for the joke and for the views.
I would never do this.
You know what I'm saying?
How you
Just
think
awful.
I got the picture for the thumbnail? It's because that's what you put on.
Because I put that on when I got back.
I just am so sick.
Why do we do that for sick people? We always hold our arms closed.
He's ridiculous.
Men are whack when it comes to being sick.
Yes.
Women internally bleed for at least 3 days a month and just go on about work at the grocery
Yeah, but let
store.
him get a nick on the finger. Oh my God. Oh, you bleed
broke
half
your
your
nail.
life. Why is that bothering
half
you?
your life.
First of all, if you break a nail, that crap hurts.
It does.
Yeah,
They pushed a whole human being out of their
It's different.
vagina.
Yeah.
And
or
breaking
got
a
cut
nail hurt.
open.
Which is
Or
worse.
cut open.
They cut Melissa open with fire.
I got cut open with a piece of glass and they almost had to call in paramedics.
Yo, they actually came for me, so
She said they actually got me.
I don't know what to
Melissa
say.
opened a bank account in labor.
Yeah.
That is wild.
And you worried about a broke nail. Get out of here.
That crap hurts.
No, I
make a-
don't.
Deposit. Is a child coming out of you? Yes.
Yeah.
We'll finish up here. Just
Gonna name him Joe. Anyway, just sign at the bottom line.
Seriously, that was Joe.
It was.
Joe's like, I'm gonna come out and play soccer. All right, cool. We're talking about.
All right, what we here to do?
We're on episode 9. And this was an interesting episode because it was all coming down. I wanted to sing the song, but I can't sing. Yeah.
It all falls
There we
down.
go. It was all
Y'all want to
falling
know
down.
y'all want to hear my rendition? I should do a whole album about what I think people are saying on these songs.
Oh, I
There's
would
people
buy
who
that.
do that on TikTok.
What do you think they're
The
saying right
way
there?
I could join you.
They ain't saying the radio. Turn it down. The radio.
The radio fits perfect though.
Everything makes sense to me in my head.
At least your lyrics match.
Oh, my Christmas album? Nigga.
My Christmas album.
Oh, my God.
What Marcus thinks Christmas?
Right. Yes, you should do it on TikTok.
Hey.
That would be
Now I'm gonna
fantastic.
say the radio next time. The radio.
What's that song? The ceiling fan is older.
And the ceiling fan is older. And
The ceiling fan is older.
Na, 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 na,
What do they really say? Hey, I hated that.
Oh, my God.
Like
It's
the
awful.
ceiling can't hold
Can't hold us.
us.
That's
Nah,
my
the
song.
ceiling fan is older.
And the ceiling can
It ain't gotta make sense. I know it's not what they're saying, but that's what it sounds like to me.
That's what they're saying to me.
I think that is what they're saying, though. I'll be shocked when I see the real word.
Who's Jackie?
Yes, that's
And then when I hear the real version, I'm like, mine is definitely better.
no one wants to beat it.
No,
No,
that's just
Angel.
ridiculous.
See, that's where we go.
That don't even sound. No.
Protect black women. Y'all let
No.
this man
Black
talk
women need to
about
know the
how
damn
ceiling
lyrics.
fan is older.
Black-
And beat it, which are
No.
the correct lyrics.
But that nobody thinks beat it.
Even if Michael Jackson wrote that, he was wrong.
He did. He was wrong. He was on drugs, and
Wait,
he just sang it wrong in the studio.
Is that a known fact? Michael Jackson was on drugs.
No,
he was on the prescriptive drugs.
Look at the pearl clutch.
Not when he did beat it.
But you gotta say prescription because
he was older. He was.
Did you see the feet in Melissa's body language? Is that he was on drugs?
He was on the prescriptives.
He wasn't on the prescriptive that time.
You know
I know damn well.
No, he was going through a lot. He was just popping one.
Michael wasn't on the prescription until he held blanket out the window.
He wasn't on the prescription until he turned white.
Yeah, that's when he got the good drugs.
Was he just on the recreational?
Before that, he was just going. He was going to Tyrone down the street.
That's true.
Married at First Sight.
Wait, I gotta tell.
We do need to talk about
I
that.
didn't tell about my Drake one about him interceding.
Oh my God,
that's my favorite one that I got wrong.
He was interceding. Come on,
I
tell
forget.
me.
It was the.
It was the bling bling.
It's
I know.
all I need is one chance.
Oh no.
No,
Interceding on my behalf. That's what Melissa said.
Yes.
All I need is one. Wait, how does it go?
All I need is one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. Those are the real words.
Got a Hennessy in my
wouldn't know
hand.
that. Okay.
Yes.
All I need is one dance. Gotta intercede on my behalf.
Got an intercede on my behalf. All the extra syllables.
It's such an intelligent. You can't intercede on your own behalf. Interceding is
that makes you think.
Drake
Gotta
was interceding on my behalf.
with a dance.
Yes.
He's like, listen, going through.
It's a holy dance.
It was David Dance.
Yes. Yes.
I gotta intercede on. Imagine Drake interceding. Imagine Drake
Collaboration.
just travailing.
I'm
just going before the
I'm gonna feature you on my
First
album.
of all, David Dance.
Marcus said he's gonna let you do a feature.
I'm gonna feature you on my album.
Gotta intercede on my behalf. I gotta one dance. Gotta intercede on my behalf.
Gotta intercede on my behalf.
A regular secular song and made it churchy.
On accident.
The worst version of this ever is Melissa's sister with Jesus Paid It All.
Oh yes.
That's the one I can't get right either.
Jesus paid it all to him I know. Sin, I never believed in that.
Oh, Jesus.
No, she said
Sin has left the premises.
That's what she said.
Mine is sin has left the crib today. Sin has left the crib today. Come on.
And you know, Angel be singing in church. Singing.
Has left the crib today. Because he washed it. Yes.
That don't make no sense.
Sin has left the premises works.
Yes.
It does work. It is not the word.
Crib today.
The thing was, when she sang it so confident, no one had ever told her. Sin has left the premises. I was like, what?
Yes.
Sin has left the premises, Kevin. It's gone. I said, it's the crimson stain. That's why they say he washed me. We still make sense with the premises.
It do. Crib today is the same as premises. Crib
you
as
have
an
the
MTV
worst.
Cribs. You know what I'm saying? Your house. That's the premises. It's all the same.
I'm with it.
He's out of there. The sin is because Jesus
right.
washed it. He came in there like Molly Maids.
Yeah, he did.
Water than snow. This is fantastic.
White as snow.
Actually, a lot of our audience is churchy. They're gonna get this. Okay, here we go.
Also
All right,
church.
let's start with Jasmina and Michael.
All right.
Let's go
Calm
and start.
down.
God dang.
Okay.
First of all,
I should just calm down.
yes. He asked her a simple question.
Yeah, he did.
She didn't go to 100. She did a cool 75.
Yeah.
0 to 75. He was approaching her 75. He was cruising at about 64, 65, 66. She throws the calm down at him. I'm like, heifer, you went there.
Nobody ever calms
He
down
said-
after being told to calm. It
First of all,
always has the opposite
even if
effect.
they are calm, you can easily amp somebody up by being like, hey, calm down. Why you just by asking why you telling me to
Even
calm
if
down?
you're
You already
calm.
seem that way.
Mark is like,
Even
do
if
it.
you're calm, it will make you
Oh, shut up.
mad.
No,
but if you're
that is-
mad,
I
you
do.
go.
I do that to people all the time.
He loves to do that when people
I'd be
are
like,
getting amped up.
ma'am,
He's like,
calm down.
Because it will.
Just
it
cause,
will.
yeah, oh yeah, just to get them amped up. I'm an asshole.
He be trying to do it to me. I be like, yeah, so I'm gonna calm down because I know what you're trying to do.
No, but and now thinking back on the whole thing where she was like, you were raising your voice at me.
Yes.
You were using a lot of energy. Now I'm like, girl, you was lying. If that's the energy he was coming at you with, you need to calm down, because he said, what's a better, I just want to make sure I know how to communicate. When you talk to me, you need to make sure that you talk to me and I'm like, why is she?
She was like, then just talk to me. Like,
That's what pissed me off.
Answer.
No, that's what pissed me off, because he was genuinely asking her, like, what's the best? You don't know how to hold a conversation? Listen, don't do me.
Don't pass
me. That's exactly what she was doing.
Don't do me. You know what I'm asking. And I'm trying to make this civilized.
That's what she said. It's common sense.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
Yeah.
And especially because he brought up unprofessional. He brought up a valid point.
He did.
He was like, for some people, my tone works. He said a lot of it has to do with how you're brought up. My best friend, they yelled in their house. Like, they got in like actual like real arguments. So when me and her would come into like she would try to yell, and I'd be like, well, this is the end of the conversation for me. I'm going to walk off, because it was not allowed. Me and my sisters were not allowed to argue out loud in our house. My mother would be like, you bet not. So
what y'all have to do?
Pray.
Whisper the conversation to each other.
You whisper and argue?
Yes.
We weren't either.
We were not allowed to yell and raise our voice.
No, my mom would say, y'all don't be fussing and fighting with each other. You fuss and fight the in the street.
There you go.
That's what they did. The Bradshaw family was literally like, all right, who's next?
So,
mad at each other. They fighting other people.
You gotta fight other people. I'm mad at you. I gotta go punch him.
Yes. So what he said was valid, and it took me and my best friend understand it, because she's not thinking that she's offending me, and I won't.
That's just how she communicates.
That's actually almost a theme of this whole episode. A couple of couples exhibited that, like
couple of couples.
It's okay.
A variety of the people in today's episode, you don't realize how your natural reaction is something somebody else has to learn.
Yeah.
Like how this is how this person deals with this. Okay, now I know. And then when we watch it, we'd be like, ooh, that's like, no, I know we ain't talking to her right now. But it didn't dawn on her that leaving upset and not coming back for 24 hours wasn't a good thing to do. She's like, I've always done this.
I post about it.
This is what I do.
Yeah, Michael and Jasmina's whole situation made me be like, you be prodding, you be poking.
Well, a lot of them really do need a masterclass on each other.
They do.
Correct.
We are so excited that Masterclass is a sponsor of today's podcast. There are so many things that you can learn from Masterclass that you would not be able to get in any other place. Like the fact that you could take an acting class from Natalie Portman.
I mean, she's a black swan.
She is.
Like, she is the creme de la creme.
All of them.
But I mean, that's me. That's like me and Kev. We like acting, but you might not be into that. You might be into something else. You might be into business leadership, taught by Howard Schultz. Okay,
Howard Schultz from the Starbucks.
Come on now.
He done took one. You know, he didn't start Starbucks.
He did not.
He took over somebody's company and he turned it into Starbucks. Now that's a masterclass I want to see. Starbucks was this. They were just selling beans. He had the vision and the masterclass. You remember we was there when Starbucks. Y'all remember they didn't even sell no food.
They sure didn't.
They did.
Now I go there and eat and don't even drink.
Hey.
Hello. I get a drink that
too.
ain't even coffee. You know what? You know another class that I'm interested in taking, because I have seen this woman take some L's to the face like no other. You hear me? It's a class that teaches the power of resilience by none other than Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Oh yeah, she has.
She has boom, L's to the face, and this woman is still at it.
Bows to the face.
Boom, boom.
I've taken L's, and I'm like, and mine are more private than hers. So like, I'm like, how you get through it? Listen, on Masterclass, they have over 100 classes from range of world-class instructors that you have always wanted to get to know, learn, and think, and get closer to what you think. You know what I'm saying? I really like it because these are like, the classes are easy to take with you anywhere. So it's not a thing where you feel like, oh my gosh, I've got to set aside 3 hours in my day to be able to take these master classes. But more importantly, what really blows me away are the nuggets that they give. They really, you know how Oprah be talking about aha moments? Mm-hmm. They have them throughout their classes, because these are people who are world renowned, that are the experts. We take classes from people who are, you know, what it is you're taking classes from people who are in their zone of genius.
Yes.
That is the best way to describe it. They're in their zone of genius. And where most of the time, at best, we're able to take classes from people who are in their zone of excellence, which is fine. Yeah. But with masterclass, you're getting people who are walking in their purpose and doing it well. And then, like I said, you're able to learn in like 10 minutes. You don't have to necessarily sit down and consume a whole class from start to finish. You can do it in little chunks. And it's so easy to access the material, whether you're doing it on a laptop, a phone, a TV. I mean, so many people, we have our phones everywhere. So to be able just to pull it out and like if you're getting an oil change or something, you sitting around, you can take a 10-minute lesson on masterclass and just feed your soul. And y'all know I'm all about self-development this year. So masterclass has been my go-to in order to be able to get me where I'm trying to be in 2022. I highly recommend you check it out. Get unlimited access to every masterclass, and as the Bald and the Beautiful listener, you get 15% off an annual membership. Go to masterclass.com/TBTB.
TBTB.
Right now. That's masterclass.com/TBTB.
TBTB.
Right now. 15% off. Thank you, Masterclass, for sponsoring today's podcast.
Very good. Anything else on Jasmina and Micah?
Oh, we got plenty.
Oh, tell me more.
Well, they ended on a good note, but they didn't.
Started on a good note too.
They started on a good note, but they didn't resolve anything.
No,
they didn't.
They ended up like
I just moved to something else.
Yeah, so it's not like that's not going to resurface because she refuses to see anything that she's done wrong.
You're right, because he really just calmed down, but
right.
I can't say that she said this is how you talk to me.
Yeah, they've acknowledged that they moved past that, but that bump is still there. And
she said, "Talk to me, don't talk to me, not at me."
Was that her that said that? Somebody said it.
No,
I think that was Elijah
Cal
one.
to Elijah.
Yeah. But it's the same thing. Like sees him as the aggressive one in the conversation, where she was the aggressor in that conversation.
Yeah, it is very. Everybody has their triggers or what have you, and I think she's just. I don't know what about his tone triggers her so badly. But it does not help when you're not actually, when someone is asking for you to actually educate them.
Yeah, and he said that, I'm asking you for help.
Yes, and you are unwilling.
And it ain't like he known her for a long time. Like, even at our stage of our relationship, we can ask each other, hey, what's the best way to go about this? Mm-hmm. And if you ask that and your partner's like, you should just know. Even at 20 years in, or 18 years in for y'all or whatever, I'll be like, no, if I'm asking you, that means I don't feel like I got this all the way.
And it was so genuine and sincere that I was completely, to be honest, I was put off by her response.
I was thrown completely off. I was like, what?
It was like, we just had a really bad moment about communication. I want to show up better for you in this area. Help me. And her response was basically, you should figure it out.
It was almost like
so confused why you don't know this at your big age.
It was almost like she got mad all over again from the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was just like, so clearly you're not over that. And right now, it seems as if he's doing it again out of your eyes, but we're all looking at it like, but he ain't doing nothing.
No, he was trying.
Not.
And it's also like, okay, maybe he is supposed to know this, but he doesn't. Okay, so now we're at he doesn't know. So the whole like common sense, he's saying it's not for him.
Right.
So okay, now move past it.
Right.
But
Common
instead
sense
you
ain't
just
common.
gonna keep on doing that. It's not like, it's different. If he was like, I'm not condoning this, but it'd be different if he was like punching her. Okay, that's common sense that you don't punch your wife. Oh, you know what I'm saying? In 2022, but however, in 1930, that was not common sense.
Yes.
They were like, don't punch her in her face. Body shots, excuse me, yes. But like common sense. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. I'm sorry. But like truly, it was very weird at the tone, especially since it felt like he set up such a nice situation.
He did.
With the dog. Like why she would think this was the time to pick a fight instead of seeing the genuineness in his.
It's literally like he was going into a cave with a lighter, like very quietly, and not knowing it was full of gunpowder. It was like he just walked in and was like, I can't see. Hey, boom, and she blew up. And then she was like, calm down. Like,
I don't know what type of behind the scenes she would be able to say to me that would make me go, oh, okay, now I understand why you reacted like that.
No, not in that moment. I mean, maybe there's extenuating circumstances in general, but in this specific, like if you vacuum that moment, even if they had horrible moments before, in that moment, he was sincerely trying and she wouldn't allow the moment to be. The other thing, though, is when he went to see his brother's gravesite, and, you know, she was like, oh, you didn't tell me whatever. And they kind of had like it was a nice moment then. But she was like, thank you for being vulnerable to you.
Yes.
To me. And it was like, girl, you got stuff to do too. Like, I don't understand why you're putting all the work and effort on him to do. He is trying. You're not trying very much.
But can I take a moment for these pants? I'm sorry. I didn't really get to take a moment earlier. These is everything.
Thank you.
What is happening under the jacket though? Because I feel like you giving clavage. Oh, is this strapless?
Yeah, it's very.
Let me see.
I don't want to take it off. That's why I put my jacket on.
I want to see it.
I'll show you after the cameras are off.
They just like, girl, show me them titties.
I know this. I said, I think she's showing cleavage.
No, it's not. But it's just.
She said, no, it's not. It's cleavage, y'all. And shoulder work, girl. What you out here trying to get? She trying to get chose over here, Kevin.
I already chose her.
She making sure you choose a game.
That's the thing.
Hello? Because she's letting you know.
It's
I choose you every day.
You bet. Because she got on yellow snake skin.
I feel like it's spring.
The chewing
of a gum.
They are trolls.
I had a lot of stuff going on breath wise.
He had barbecue and
this combination had me question my own decisions. I was like, why would you eat these back to back?
But why is Melissa in that mic like that? I can't stand
I do the same thing.
Okay, anything else in them?
They're not gonna make it, I don't think.
Really?
I don't think they're gonna make it.
They're not gonna make it.
I don't know what type of breakthrough she's gonna have to not feel like he is her enemy, that she has to like train into fitting her. If she doesn't start seeing that his intentions are good even in his mistakes, I don't see how they're gonna work.
She's not flexible or forgiving at all at this point.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't basically is just from that conversation, it seems like she's still holding on to the way she feels like he's treating her.
Yep.
Even though in the reverse, you know, she's like, with her whole apology to him, I feel bad that you feel the way, but I did not.
Yeah, that was on the boat, right?
Yeah. So it's that thing of, she's not flexible or forgiving. And even up until this point, when they ended on the show on a good note, she hasn't seen her faults or flaws whatsoever.
She ain't saying it on camera. She got to, I really hope that there's a turnaround.
Yeah, I hope they do make it, because they seem like when they getting along, works out really well.
That's what I'm hoping for. I think they're so cute together. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go to Alyssa and Chris is out.
Wait a minute, but in the next episode, the cue into the next episode, when Dr. Viviana's there, she was like, I'm not getting wet for you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I don't see,
Yasmina said that?
Yes.
I don't see my coochie getting wet for you.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, she did, Chad.
I don't see my coochie getting wet for you?
That's the nail.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Man,
I forgot about that.
That's a tough way to break the news.
My God, today.
And it was so direct.
I don't see
Ain't no ambiguity on it.
We don't know how they cut that, but it seemed like it was exactly
exactly what she said.
You, sir, she is not participating when you're around.
All right. Actually, everybody had good stuff. I'm
like
just
that
go
old
down
man from that video last week.
Huh?
Said the Gucci looked like the old man.
Oh, there's the man who lived until he was 113.
Yeah,
130.
13. I think 13. God said you die after 125.
He did.
Was it?
It was something outrageous.
He was dead for 20 years.
Man, take me out at 107.
Take me out.
I can't go that long.
107.
I'm tired.
106 and
kid.
I'm saying if I make it that far.
You have an 80-year-old child if you 107.
This is the thing. Being that old, that means you got to get up. 80. You got to put on clothes.
Oh, you don't know what's happening.
You got to shower.
You doodling out the front at 107.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Plus, even on top of that, like, my granny buried a lot of her children. She lived till she was 101.
That's
I ain't trying to live through that.
You know what technology going to be like in, what's that, 60 years from
now?
No,
you won't.
That's 60 years from now.
You won't know what technology's like then.
No, you ain't gonna be no
Yeah,
TikTok.
give me my cellular phone. They stopped making those 20 years ago, Granddaddy.
Cellular phone.
Now your whole body turns into a wave. What? Give me my next
I
tail.
might be here for the new technology. Actually, I'm not.
Nah,
I'm not
you ain't here for
his
the new
little-
stuff now.
You ain't even want to get on TikTok till you start laughing in Germany.
His little vibrator stereo system.
Oh, it's
Easy
definitely a
stem player.
vibrator.
You know Angel ain't with
Vibrator
it.
stereo.
Angel ages herself every time she says TikTok. Say it.
TikTok.
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 Oh, the TikTok.
On the I put it on the TikTok.
All right, who's next?
All right, let's go to Katina and Elijah on with his annoying self.
Oh my God.
He
Oh, what are you doing,
The way
man?
he talks to her, I was
And about her.
Dog.
She's not enough. I need to make sure she's enough woman.
woman enough. Yes.
Woman enough. He's assessing her as if she's a pack mule. It's like we're gonna load her up, see if she can make it to the top of this hill. Everything's all right down here on flat ground, but if she make it to the top of that mountain and back, then maybe I'll choose her.
I don't like him in this way. I want to like Elijah Wan. I really do. I really do. And overall, I do actually. But he has these moments where you're like, you're just a butt wipe.
He
like,
is.
You're just a
This
jerk.
is a word, man. That is a very high insult in Melissa's.
Yeah, I know
You're
this.
a butt wipe.
Man, I don't want to say.
Hey.
You're a butt wipe.
He is. He's just such a jerk.
Liquor.
I really, really feel as though he.
Was that Talladega Nights?
No, that
What
was
was
an
that?
Orbit's commercial.
Over his commercial.
Who you calling?
Liquor.
Liquor.
Dirty mouth? Clean it up. That'd be just a great commercial
It's the
series.
fact that you remembered all Dirty Mouth.
Oh yeah.
That was a perfect.
It was. It's one of my favorites.
I think he really thinks that she's the one on trial.
Literally.
Yeah.
He really feels like he has shown up as the perfect example. Now, I will say this. He has been learning along the way.
He has.
He's been adjusting to her. The only time I agreed with him this whole episode was when he had honestly pushed her too far. But when he said, if something happens to me, I want to know that you can take care of yourself. However, what do you think she been doing before she got to you?
He talks to her more like you would talk to your 17-year-old
Exactly.
that is about to move out. And you want to make sure they can cook and clean and like that's how he, like if you don't go to bed with the house dirty, you clean it up. You see me cleaning, you clean it. It's like that more than like a partner.
And my problem with that is that Katina, she all but said it. He is making her feel less than and unworthy.
Yeah.
And that is problematic. When you put her on trial, I bought a house.
Yeah.
Right.
I paid off my student loans.
I
Yeah.
don't
You're
even
still
have
growing.
that anymore. He said it like he was just
I'm
above
just
it
like,
all.
Yeah.
okay, good for you. 98% of Americans have not.
And I'm like, you were a
And
student
won't.
athlete. You probably were on scholarship.
Actually, I didn't even realize that, but absolutely.
Yes, he was a student athlete. That's why his coach was at the round table when they first introduced
Well, that's
him.
not even apples to apples.
So he
No.
probably had maybe $4,000 worth of
That's
debt.
apples
sir.
to cheeseburgers.
Stop it.
I truly.
If
the
you was
fact-
real smart, you wouldn't pay your student loans out.
For real, though.
Y'all didn't give me the job y'all promised, so I ain't give you
Right.
you promised. Shouldn't have gave it to me anyway. I was 17. You crazy? You getting $100,000
y'all
to a
stupid for that.
17-year-old.
Think
He
about your
is
morals.
It's predatory lending.
Yeah.
To be
Now
honest.
we need to teach
It
them a
is.
lesson.
It's
You ain't getting it
predatory.
back.
You ain't getting none of it.
Now learn.
He truly is trying to squeeze her into what he feels like a wife should be.
In 1943.
Yes.
Yes, and the fact of the matter, it refuses to accept her for who she is.
Right.
She is somebody that does not like to go grocery shopping or cook.
Period.
That is who she is. She is somebody that don't want to clean up at night.
Period.
I don't want to clean up in any part of the day. So like, and that's not, it doesn't matter if I'm 80 years old. It's never going to change. And if I'm sure Marcus would love it too, it's not. It's not. So him thinking that he can force her into doing that in order to live up to his standard is very naive and
unfair to her. And what sucks though is Angel is like, this is who I am. She is like, you want me to cook? Okay, let me figure out how to cook.
That's what I was about to
You want me
say.
clean?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let me figure out how to clean.
Right.
Instead of being like, listen, so this is what it is. I cannot cook. I don't like cooking. She said that. I'm a food blogger. Like, I want to go out to eat. I'm not really here to like sit and cook. I don't clean, so we can hire someone. And I don't know what the financial situation is, but instead of saying that and being like, so we're going to have a conversation about compromise and what I can and can't do and how I will and will not show up. But what you're not going to do is continue to badger me and make me feel less than because I'm not meeting your falsehood expectation of what it means to be a wife.
Right.
Yeah, that's something I noticed early on out where every time he would she would hype him up like, I really needed him to push me. I really needed him to do this or that. And, I'm glad you did that for me. So now he's taken that and ran with it to where I think it should have been nipped in the bud early on, but it's like she's always treated him like, okay, you're making me better. He's like, yeah. Now he's like, yeah, I am making you better. Now I need to make sure that you're the best. So if I make sure I want to choose you or not, because right now you're not what I thought you were going to be. And so he's bringing up, but the things that he's bringing up is just like, now you mad over that stuff?
Livid though.
Like just livid over the smallest, like for the housewoman, I needed you to do this. I need you to do that. I had to do everything. You didn't do nothing. Well, I'm like, dude.
Yeah, I just really feel like I was going to say something about him that I didn't like. I'm mad because I wanted to say something about him. I'm really pissed off. Why he do that? Why he do that to her? I also get pissed off when I be having breakouts out of nowhere on my skin. It'd be pissing me off because I'll be like, what are you doing here, Pimple? I am a 41-year-old woman.
Stupid. You got to age out of that
problems of teenagers.
I can't stand it.
I'm grown with student loans.
Right? When me and Kevin Cycles be lined up, we both get pimples in the same place. Yeah. We do.
Y'all be syncing up.
The one time they broke out of 10 years, it was in the exact same spot.
It was twice. It was 2 times. It was 2 times. That's what I knew something was up. I said, God dang it, Kevin. What is going on? Well, listen, it happens. It happens to the best of us. And we've all had struggles with our skin. And that's why we're excited to partner with Apostrophe, the sponsor of this podcast. Apostrophe is a prescriptive skincare company that offers science-backed oral and topical medicines that are clinically proven to help clear acne. Apostrophe connects you to a board-certified dermatologist who will create a personalized treatment plan that is perfectly tailored to your unique skin. Now, filling out the Apostrophe online quiz is super simple. They ask you about your skincare goals as well as your medical history, and then you just snap a few pictures of yourself, of your skin, so they can see you, okay, and your glow, and your dermatologist will create a customized treatment plan. Apostrophe treats all types of acne, from hormonal acne to facial acne, even chest knee, back knee, and butt knee, because that butt knee, it be coming, okay? And it be like, hey, I'm right here on your booty. They treat breakouts from head to toe. One of the things that be pissing me off the most is the dark spots that when I get acne show up. Like I be like, okay, I got a pimple, it's gonna go away, but then it be leaving. It be leaving its shadow on my face.
The worst.
Apostrophe is like, hey, we got you, boo. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Okay, so it'll treat that hyperpigmentation that you get when you have dark spots. And it's like I said, it's super duper quick to do. Like the quiz is super quick. You don't have to schedule an appointment, and it's a real dermatologist. There's a lot of other companies, they can't even use the word dermatologist because that's not what you're getting.
It's the truth.
This is a real dermatologist that actually knows what they're doing. It's science backed. This is not these old wives' tales of put urine on your face to clear up your acne. No, this is things that have been scientifically, medically proven, to help your skin. That's what I love about Apostrophe. So we have a special deal for our audience. Save $15 off your first visit with an Apostrophe provider at apostrophe.com/TBTB. When you use code TBTB, this code is only available to our listeners, okay? To start, just go to apostrophe.com/TBTB. Click begin visit, then use our code TBTB. And sign up and you'll get your first visit for only $5. What? I thought it was a typo. $5?
That's great.
Okay, that's apostrophe.com/TBTB. Use code TBTB to get your dermatologist crafted treatment plan for $5. And we thank Apostrophe for sponsoring this podcast. cast.
You
Now,
know who else
tell them
sponsors
about it.
The podcast, NordVPN.
Yes.
And listen, when you are, let me just tell y'all what sucks about Los Angeles, California.
Tell us.
Tell us.
We be the city where the event's happening live. And because of local television rules, we can't see a live event at the time it's happening.
That's annoying.
That
Grammys,
is annoying.
It truly
Oscars,
is annoying.
BET Awards, happening downtown at 5 p.m. We gotta wait till 8 p.m.
Right.
to watch it. I could go down and see with my eyes,
Right there.
Marcus. I could go down and watch the SAG Awards or the
Yeah.
Oscars.
All
Will
of
Smith
them.
gonna get his Oscar. But guess
I
what?
think so. I'm happy for him.
NordVPN changes all that. Oh, you're doggone right. When you have NordVPN, you could tell your computer you're wherever you want it to be. Maybe I'm in New York when the Oscars is on, so
Yeah,
I can
you are.
watch stuff with the East Coast people. Because say if I'm watching Euphoria, they gonna doggone spoil it before it even comes on.
Ain't
my time
they?
zone.
Ain't they?
Yeah.
What happened to Rue and Jules?
Man.
I done found out before it even come on.
I clicked so fast when people were trying to. I saw a spoiler.
Get off it, because I ain't had a chance to watch it. But let me tell you what saved our life. When we was in Japan, right? We went to Japan in 2019, right? And it was the Mandalorian season finale. We couldn't miss it, and we didn't know that Disney Plus ain't available outside these United States.
Ain't available?
It ain't available.
Huh.
So I said, how I'm gonna watch it? NordVPN whispered, said, "Psst, Kev." I said, "You speak English?" It said, "Yeah."
Hey, yeah.
And it said, "Turn me on your computer. I tell it you in the United States." And I turned it on, and next thing I know, I said, "This is the way." We was watching The Mandalorian.
You got
and
to
the
watch
other thing
it?
Oh, yeah.
And when I was set up on the Netflix over there, I realized there's stuff in Netflix on other countries. They get the licenses, but they don't got it in the States. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, for example, is on Netflix when you in Italy, but we don't live there. So I said, "Buongiorno del Corso," and that's what Italy. That's how you say Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Is that right?
Yep.
Buongiorno de Corjo.
Yeah,
that was
Brooklyn
good.
Nine-Nine.
Corso.
Buongiorno de Corjo is a
Buongiorno
funny
del
show.
Corso. I love
It's
it.
awful. It's
So
awfully
anyway,
funny.
enough of y'all. Grab your exclusive NordVPN deal by going to nordvpn.com/TBTB.
TBTB.
Or use the code TBTB to get a huge discount off your NordVPN plan and one additional month for free, plus a bonus gift. It's completely risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. And we thank them for sponsoring the podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nord.
Fabulous. After that, we may need to do a what's the language one?
Babble.
Babble.
We might need a.
We might need a Babble because y'all know I speak Italian.
That's what I learned right then.
Bugatti.
He
Yeah.
learned it then too.
Buongiorno.
Spaghetti.
Bruschetta. Gabagoo.
Yaragoo.
Levante.
I want to go back to
so
Italy, Liz.
I loved it actually. Anything else on Katina and Elijah Ron?
They ain't gonna make it.
I was gonna say something about
She trying out every day for him. Every moment of every day.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. So I felt like there was gonna be some issues when they had the housewarming.
Oh, housewarming.
It was like home invasion.
She said to his friend, I realized when he gets too hyped up and he starts basically talking crazy, just yes him and just be like, yes, and I know he'll calm down. And I was like,
Really?
Yeah, they
she
did.
said that to the, and I was like, girl, you sure you
And
want to
the
do
friend was
that?
like, yeah, just let him just get it all
Gets
out.
on his high horse.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
and just let him go. I'm like, no, you don't let nobody just blow past you like that.
Sometimes I be thinking he just be tripping sometimes.
He do be tripping
He just be
sometimes.
having these moments where you be like, why are you get love for me? It's not on the table. Why
The
would
way
you
he
say
said it like that. The way he said it like that was like, it was very condescending.
Yes, he
He's very
thinks
kind of-
she's
yeah.
trying out.
Yeah,
He thinks she's trying out.
He's the
and
prize.
he's not trying out.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It's like the show, he feel
No,
like he on
yeah,
the Bachelor.
I'm the prize.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the prize.
basically I'm the prize.
Yeah.
because he got a house and he paid off his loans. That is not all it takes.
I agree.
That is not it.
I the other thing about him is he's got to get, I'm just going to call them outbursts. I don't know the right word for it, but those outbursts in check. Because even if you come back and you're like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but you do it all the time. Where
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I'm gonna do better the next time though. No, I'm gonna need you to do better in the moment.
Check
I'm
yourself
gonna
in
need
the
you to
moment.
check yourself and know that it's inappropriate to be like, you're not good enough. I'm trying to evaluate your womanhood. I'm trying to evaluate. You just pause.
And that's probably
Take a
from his
moment.
ADHD, but then needs to, possibly check if he's not on medication, possibly get on it to
He said
help
it's
with
taken care of.
impulses. Well, no, it's not. Not in this situation. And then she just said in this episode, I don't be crying.
And what
she
happened?
And he done broke her down to the break pads.
I feel like that he took it as a challenge. I'm
You don't be
finna make
crying,
you
huh?
cry.
Oh, your last relationship was the only person that made you cry? I'm gonna break it down
And
till you
then the
cry
way
now.
he even interpreted it, instead of being like, man, she was really, you know, I don't know, vulnerable or exposed, whatever, in this other relationship, he's taking it as, yeah, that's a problem.
He said, "You're not human if you don't cry." Let me bust you upside the head like a
I'm
robot.
like-
A
Then.
lot of people don't cry.
Me,
Angel don't cry.
Don't cry.
I
don't
try
cry.
not to.
I cried for
It don't
2
work.
seconds watching these little girls that I've seen grow up. Rhonda's daughters. Her littlest one was stepping for Black History Month. She sent me the video because
Them little girls can make me cry.
her little daughter,
they
who's
had-
super
they had
duper
legs?
shy.
Huh?
Why
They
you
just
think
sweet.
Oh, okay.
They're I've known the youngest since she
They
was 1.
Yeah.
And so she's now she's same grade as little Marcus. She for Black History Month at their private school, they had to do a step. And so that daughter is really shy. She murdered this step. I'm literally in the drive-through, tears welling up in my eyes, right?
Drive-through?
She sent me a video and I was watching it in the
You
drive-through.
wasn't even watching it in person and it affected you that way?
Yes, because I was just like, one, she's getting so big, and I was just like, oh my God, they're growing up. I had a headache for the rest of the day from the tears welling up. Headache. I said, why do people like doing
Situations
this?
like that.
Oh, go ahead, Tank.
Stuff like that, I don't know. Other than them punk ass Father's Day gifts you be giving me.
No, Marcus be
That's an
breaking.
emotional roller coaster. But other than
Break it down.
other than that, like death, I don't be crying.
You know what makes me cry all the time?
Will
Soldiers,
Smith episode.
soldiers
Fresh
returning
Disney
home
movies.
surprise videos.
Oh, those are.
I am a sucker.
Oh, and y'all
The kid
from
with the
military
karate with
family.
Oh, yeah, they're the
my-
worst.
It's me, little Kevin, all over again. They take the little blindfold, he be fighting, and the dad be Dad, I be like, he
My
was in
mom
Kosovo.
sent one today, but he was coming from prison.
Oh, I saw that one
Oh,
too.
yeah,
And
I
the
saw
son
that
was
one.
just kind of like walking around and just being like, "Is this real?" That one was a little bit.
Sucker
of a-
for a return home surprise
Man.
video. He threw the baseball,
That
and
don't
the dad
bother
caught it,
me.
and he took his mask off, and then the kid ran. I was like,
That
Dad,
stuff don't
come
bother
grab
me.
me.
I'd be like, oh, it's sweet.
No,
but what
if
about you be crying when you see like a new Mustang bumper or something? You be like, oh, that's a Chevelle.
Not the bumper, though.
The bumper?
Not the engine, the
Yeah.
But if little
bumper.
Marcus ever got that excited to see him, like if you surprised him and he was like ran,
Oh, of
and
course, yeah.
Marcus dead.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Is that how Marcus cries?
No, he
Nah.
don't cry
But
like
who
him.
would? What parent wouldn't though?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
like a normal situation.
I cried when Isaiah stood up one time, and I didn't realize how tall he got.
Oh, no, I'd be like that, too.
Whew. Because Joe doggone shot up like 3-4
what
inches since
happened.
we went to
And he has gotten some height on
Yeah.
him.
I was just looking at the picture with Monty. Even Monty, what we got in September.
Yeah.
Since then, he's
Yeah.
grown a lot. He grew out of all. Melissa got him stuff for a season.
Does his knees hurt? Does he have knee
His
pains?
knees have
It's
been
on the
hurting.
body.
Growing
He
pains. Growing
Yeah.
pains.
Wait, growing pains is real?
Yeah,
it's just
you
a
didn't have
television
growing
show.
pains?
I've been getting
did.
wide for years. I never felt the thing. I didn't know that. He'd been complaining about his knees been hurting a lot.
Yeah, he
I thought
has.
it was soccer.
No, I got started getting them at like 13. Yeah, 13, and
Oh,
all
you
the way
gotta tell him
through
he
like
gotta be
high
happy.
school.
Because he
Like
hates
my knees
being
would
little.
just be, they
He
swell up.
hates it. Oh my
He
God.
hates being
Yeah,
little.
because the differentiation between him and Marcus is starting to close again. But also, y'all let him grow his hair out, so now he looks like a full-grown adult.
Yeah, he does.
I
It's the
be
cutest.
freaking out.
So do I.
He looks like a
thing.
little black boy from a book.
I just
Here
love it
is Black
so
Boy.
much. Oh my
You
God.
know something that'll make me
I
cry.
just love it so much.
Something that'll make me cry is going back looking at Marcus's old pictures when he was the twins'
little.
age and
When his
Amar's
face
age.
was all soft
Oh.
around the edges.
I'd be like, this is some. I don't know. It don't make me cry. It makes me mad.
Oh yeah, I
Because
be
he's
getting
big
mad.
now.
Yeah.
I still
He
rub
still
his
got
cheeks all
that
the
big old dimple.
Oh, and
though.
he loves showing off. We were talking about today. I'll be rubbing his face. I'll be like, I just gotta keep doing this because eventually you're gonna grow facial hair, and this ain't gonna be smooth no more. And I'm gonna be mad at you, and I'm gonna slap you.
You know what made me mad
Oh,
is
shoot,
when
I
I
just
noticed
knocked
him
something
starting to get big. It's that little clip. Notice him starting to get big is when I noticed his feet wasn't cute no more. We would be on the couch and like he'd have his feet again. I'm like, man, move your feet over.
They're dogs
And then
now.
I'm looking like his feet's getting big. I don't want him touching me at all.
He wears a size 9 now in shoes.
in regular men.
That's still not even.
in regular men.
I remember the moment
when I
Isaiah
was-
switched over to his shoes were on my side of the
Joe's right
the
on
Foot
the
Locker.
cusp right now.
I said, don't be over here with us.
At
It'd
the
be
age of
expensive.
9 up through the age 13, that's my size was always my age.
Really?
9, I was wearing a 9. 10, I was wearing 10. 11, I was wearing
What do you wear now?
13. 13, well, it depends. 13, 14.
Dang.
Joe is right on
and
the
red
cusp
bottoms.
of going to the other side.
But yeah, so it's like people like, act your age, not your shoes. Like, I am.
I am.
All right, we'll see y'all next week.
I know. Yeah, all right, that's it on them.
Yes.
Noi and Steve.
Know and learn.
Nah, she didn't.
And he
You don't think so?
I think she did.
had a whole.
Only reason why I think she
Scavenger
did because they went to his side. He was like, "Yeah, man, we had a conversation. I had to break it down, and like that's when she got it." And she was like, "Man, he came in. He was like, you ghosted me. You left me hanging. You abandoned me." And I was like,
She said, I didn't like her response because she was just like, he really loves me. I heard his voice cracking. I'm like, see where you're wrong though.
No.
She did, Marcus.
No, she didn't.
Yeah,
She said, I realized I can't.
because he was giving his heart. He was like, "That really hurt. You left me hanging."
He said, "I love
I
you"
don't
to
know.
her.
He said, "I love
did.
you."
And she was just like,
You did.
Because last time he was like, that's great to hear.
yeah. He's like,
said it like-
He said, day 3, it is great to hear. Now it's week 3 or 2, and
'Cause
he's like, all right, I
especially-
guess I love you.
he knew he was going to have to say it after he was like, "Oh, I've been in love like 5 times, girl."
He showed it.
Yeah,
Oh, he
everybody
did.
said-
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I
Everybody.
remember when he said that, I was like, oh, you're not getting out of this episode without telling her.
Oh,
She was
nah.
just like, I just think it's funny how you loved other people. 38. You don't think it not odd that he might have fell in love a couple
Yeah.
times?
Yeah, but she was saying she thought it was odd that you've been in love all this time, so many people, and you don't love me yet.
Yeah, because I love them after a month.
Literally.
It's been 3 weeks.
And I get to a month. You ain't even got me 2 full pay periods.
Oh, but you just Mr. Fall in Love McGee, but you can't fall in love with me.
Yeah.
Because a bunch of people
I
cook
will.
They cook them noodles right.
Oh, yeah, I will if you get on par with these noodles.
And stay in the house after you.
he
How
about
you
to
gonna
be
burn
on
the
that.
noodles and then you walk out?
He about to be on that Elijah Wan thing. You are not measuring up as a wife with the way you cook these noodles. I ain't gonna be able to
I
do
don't
it.
know what she was doing with them noodles.
I
didn't care about him.
She didn't.
It was noodle gate.
They're gonna make it though.
I think so.
Yeah,
too.
they
I
gonna
love
make
it.
it.
Because she want 3 kids and he don't.
I
want
don't know.
a job.
He kind of like didn't stay fully on that boat where he was just like even the preview for the next episode, he was like, just because we're married doesn't mean we're gonna make it.
He did say that.
did say that.
He is
He was like-
very adult-like.
Yes, he is. It's very matter of fact.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He is extremely logical with all his decisions. It's
Yes.
like, does this logically make sense? Like what we're talking about. Yeah, love. Okay, that's great. Even when she said it, he said, but we haven't known each other that long.
Sure did.
Let's give this some time. You want 3 kids? Can we afford 3 kids? Like he comes at very matter of fact, very logical, and that bothers her because she's like, fantasy world. This is what it's gonna be. This is what it
She
should
said,
be.
"I just feel like we don't have a lot of time, so if I feel it, I'm just gonna say it. So like, I just feel like I love you." And he was like, "Yeah, but no."
But that is not what I feel, is what he's saying. He's like, I don't feel that at all. And he's right. He's right in that. Of not like he's not leading her on, but
He's leading her back, if anything.
yeah.
Hey, come here. Yeah,
like,
you
come
love
back
me
to
too much.
reality.
You come
Yeah,
sit
pump
down
your
over
brakes.
here at like.
Pump your brakes, homeboy.
he's like,
Oh,
we ain't got
girl.
time for all that. But let me tell you what I got time for is the function of beauty.
Function of beauty.
When I tell you, I really like this company. First of all, I love anything personalized, okay? Because think of me and me specifically, not me and everybody else, me specifically.
Correct.
So the key to consistent good hair days, okay? Using ingredients that benefit your hair. And this, again, emphasize, the emphasis is on your hair. Our hair is different. Me and Melissa,
Correct.
2 black women. Hair could be more different. Melissa's hair is short. It is processed through a
relaxed.
beautiful relaxer. My hair is over here with 15 different textures. A la natural. No heat has been put on it in like 10 years. Our hair needs 2 different things to be able to thrive and survive. Functional Beauty makes hair care products that are 100% customizable, made for your hair where it is now and where you want it to go. Your hair is completely unique. And products that address its specific needs. That's where Function of Beauty comes in, okay? So, first of all, you take a quiz, right? They figure out what your hair is like. So, I have coily hair. It's thick. It's naturally dry. My scalp is also naturally dry. And then it wanted to know the goals I have for my hair. I want my hair moisturized, huh? I want my hair to continue to grow. I want it not only to lengthen, but I want you to restore. That's the word. Restore my hair, right?
Sound like a scripture.
Hey, man. And they said, okay, sis, we got you. So I picked 5 different goals. Then this is the two parts that I really love. I'm a child. You got to pick the scent that you wanted. They had like pear, they had coconut. I chose lavender because that's my jam.
Love it.
And then they're like, do you want it a soft scent, mild scent, or strong? Strong. I want people to be like, ooh, what's that
that in
smell?
your hair? It smell good.
It's my shampoo. And then you get to put your name on your bottle and choose the color of your bottle. So instead of it saying function of beauty, it says function of Lakita. Because there you go. Or I could have named it after my hair, Gloria. So Functional Beauty is the world's first fully customizable hair care that creates individual field shampoos and conditioners and styling and treatment formulas based on your hair now and where you want it to go. Founded by a dream team of engineers and cosmetic scientists, each Functional Beauty product is individually designed to be as unique as you are. Functional Beauty offers 54 trillion possible formulations. Every one of them is vegan and cruelty free. They never use sulfates or parabens, and you can also go completely silicone free. And y'all really do need to stay away from them parabens because they can really mess up with your hormonal system. So thank you so much, Function of Beauty. So like I said, what you do is you take a quick hair quiz you select 5 goals, and then you choose your color and your fragrance. And you get your freshly filled formula delivered straight to your door, and you can prepare for good hair days ahead. Say goodbye to generic hair care products today. Go to functionalbeauty.com/TBTB to take your hair goals quiz, and you'll save 25% off your first order. Go to functionalbeauty.com/TBTB to let them know you heard about it from our show and get 25% off your first order. That's functionalbeauty.com/TBTB to take your hair quiz and save 25% off your order. And we thank Functional Beauty for sponsoring today's podcast.
Fabulous. Okay, Noi and Steve, anything else?
They're not gonna make it.
They are absolutely gonna make it.
They're not gonna get on
Now,
top.
hold up. I think they're definitely going to make it, but will they last?
No.
I think so.
You think they're going
She
to
had
last?
twins the first time, twins the second time. Now she's over 3 and it's over.
She's not flexible.
She's not, and he don't want a
not.
job, and she don't cook noodles right.
But I think her hearing "I love you,"
No.
you don't think?
I think for a woman, you have no idea how
Yeah.
much that'll
That's
get
for her.
you to
That's
act
it.
right.
That's for the moment. She ain't gonna act right.
Well, a part of it is maturity. I feel
She's very immature.
That's true.
She is, but I think maturity does come with actual maturation, meaning with actual age. And I do think
How old is she?
27.
In the mind, she's very mature acting.
I think
Immature
if
acting,
they
I mean.
make it far enough, she will slowly mature as a person in the things that she's 33.
I thought she was 27.
Oh yeah, she act 25,
No,
but
she act 22.
but she ain't had no reason to be more mature, and that's what a lot of people, they stay immature until they have a reason to act more mature.
Yeah, I didn't get mature until I own my first
Thursday.
tech company. I own 3 tech companies now. It's just the TikTok I've been watching.
Got it. Anything else on Noi and Steve?
Y'all didn't like her little scavenger hunt? I thought it was nice.
Oh, that
it
was
was
cute. That was cute.
I mean,
the
it was obvious the
picnic he set
producers
up
did
was
it
cute.
all.
Yeah, but
especially
they're
when it
trying.
was like turn around. It was like, you mean you didn't see her when you walked over to pick up that clue?
I think it's cute that this season they allowed everybody to do their own thing again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But all y'all have to do is ask each other if they ever been in love. That's all you have to
that
do
was
this
definitely
episode.
the question.
It was so. Have you ever been in love?
And what does it take to get there? And listen, matter of fact, let's go on into Lindsay and Mark. Because when she asked that, it takes someone not leaving.
Man.
It takes someone not wanting to fight and stand their ground when we're in the bowling alley and Katina says something to me. Oh, am I describing you? I'll never love you.
She is.
That argument was tough. The funny thing was, it's not funny, but I did laugh. She was like, here's how you're all wrong. He was like, me too. Yeah, I agree with this. You're the same. Like, you're so toxic. Yes, I feel like this. You don't treat me right. This is how I also feel. You don't treat me right. And you thought it would take the wind out of her sails. It didn't. She just kept going.
Because she just goes lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about it that I didn't realize until this argument, she's convinced his life is falling apart.
Sure
He is
enough.
not convinced his life
She
is falling
keeps
apart.
saying
Yes.
He's like, your life's falling apart. He's like, it's not.
It's not though.
My life's regular.
You're
It's
the
her.
only thing that's been added.
She was
She's
like,
the
it's
hurricane.
problematic that you don't see it that way. It was triggering for me because that's how people make me feel about me being busy. Oh, you don't get enough rest. You
don't,
just
though.
shut up.
He can't talk. Don't let him do you.
Oh, okay.
Don't let him do you.
Okay, y'all are the same
Calm
person
down. Calm down.
with reverse hair.
That's funny.
When people used to always say,
Can't do that.
people be like, Angel, and this is, I'm not referring to, I don't get enough sleep, but they meant like, I don't get enough time in the day where I'm not doing anything. Oh my God, I can't wait until you can just get a chance to rest. I was like, how do you know I will enjoy what you're saying you want me to do?
Yeah.
I was like, I might end up, and I know I will, I'll end up depressed. If I don't have some stuff to do, I am going to be depressed. And you're like, look at this. Look at this time. Look at this
people
time.
don't understand that even looking at Angel, I don't complain about her being busy until she starts complaining about her being. I'm like, all right, now you need to sit down.
Yeah.
That's when he does.
But otherwise, I'm like, I don't do what you're
I'm
gonna
like
do.
them watches that charge by you
Automatic.
moving.
Mechanical watch.
Yes, because and then when you don't move them, they go dead.
Yeah.
That is who I am. If I am not moving, I don't charge up. If I am sitting, I fall into, or if I'm not doing anything, I fall into like kind of. It is kind of like a depression where I cannot motivate myself out of it.
Did you take that quiz? Did you take that quiz we took?
Did you take? I sent it. What did you get?
Same as you.
I got. I was scoring 10s on everything. I was,
sure did, though.
I was passed with flying colors.
You should have did a
What, did I send it
screenshot.
to you?
Let me see. I think he did.
Melissa sent me hers. She said, I don't agree with this.
The Saboteur thing?
Yeah, the Sabbath. But you know why? It was
Saboteur.
because I got that hyperactive one.
Hyperachiever, but then we discussed, and it is you.
No, actually what happened was that I had this epiphany. And I actually didn't like it at all, the epiphany that I got. But this is what it was. I'm always getting on Kevin. This is why I didn't like it, because I was like, look, I'm always bragging on you about this, and now I'm doing it too. That don't work. I'm always talking about Kevin because if he doesn't want to do something and he doesn't think he's going to be the best at it, he doesn't attempt it. And I was like, there are so many things I do that I suck at. But I will also educate myself.
And that's what I was supposed to say. I was like, Melissa, you took a whole class just so you could decorate.
Yeah, so then I was like, oh, but I don't know.
She said, but that's the forever student in me. I mean, I could say the same thing. I went and got a whole degree to open a nonprofit when I'm 70.
Angel went and got a degree.
You're 70?
Angel went and got a degree just to keep from paying student loans.
Exactly,
I
as
thought it
well.
was closer.
That's how you do it. It's not in there.
Yeah.
She went into more debt to keep from paying the debt she
I get that.
Amen.
A lot of people do that because it is
Absolutely.
a strategy.
It's a strategy.
How you spell Saboteur?
SABO.
I thought it was.
SABOUR. LOUS.
I was gonna say the E is in there somewhere.
I started having them.
That's why, once you get there,
they email me too much now.
I'm trying to unsubscribe.
Get unsubscribed.
Saboteur.com.
Yeah.
It's
All
not.
right, I got Restless
That's
10
the
out
one.
of 10.
Screenshot and send it.
Hyperachiever 10 out of 10. I was scoring great on this.
I aced it.
How you get 2 10 out of 10s?
That's what I thought.
I thought it was
like, I'm killing it.
No, you
I'm
can't.
gonna tell you why.
9.4.
This is why, because there's no gray with Kevin. So I either am or I am not. There's no maybe a little bit, because it was
I like
like
Jonathan
highly
Reynolds.
agree, somewhat agree, neutral,
Yes.
disagree, very much disagree. I either very much
Don't wanna
agree
golf?
or I very much disagree.
Right.
So Josh wanted me to get into golfing, right? And he plays, and my boy John from All Def play golf. So John tweeted, Josh never said it this eloquently or even anything like this. Josh would just be like, golf, I like it. I'm cool. Glasses. John was like, golf won't let you hide your flaws from yourself. And I was like, I'm out. I don't need
He just needed to see that.
I'm already in therapy.
Nah.
I don't need a sport to reveal more about me than I already
You
know.
said I'm already in therapy.
Pleaser, hypervigilant, controller. Hey, I got a lot of great scores.
How do you have so many high
2
scores?
8s, 1 9,
You got an
and 2
8.3, 8.1
Listen.
controller, 8.8 high.
This is hilarious.
This is
was
like
like-
the SATs.
I was like, sir. But actually, if you look at them, the only one that I would have switched
Oh, that's what Melissa kept trying to do on mine. They got it wrong. Yeah,
This is wrong.
Melissa said she needed to do my test for me.
I do believe that, though. I actually do believe that you should do one for me, I should do one for you, and then just see where they line up. Controller.
I was going to say, I can send it to you.
Okay, send it to him because I don't have my phone.
I just didn't realize how hyper vigilant you were.
So y'all
I
can go to
would've flip-flopped those.
saboteur.com and see.
That's not where it is. Why y'all calling it that? Stop.
I thought you were
It's called
Positive
positiveintelligence.com.
But go ahead,
Hold on,
Melissa.
assessment. Is that what we on right now?
Just positive intelligence.
Positive intelligence to take his quiz to see
Saboteur.
what it is that sabotages you. How do you sabotage yourself? Me and Angel was looking at it as how we sabotage each other.
Because it is. But that wasn't. So what did you say you should flip?
His order is off. So his order should be, hold on. Where is it at?
You tell me what my orders.
Because they got it wrong. I know
They got it
you.
wrong.
I'm restless the
No,
most.
restless. I didn't realize was on here, but absolutely that's you. Hyperachiever. I agree with those. Controller,
Need to be up.
pleaser, then hypervigilant.
I agree with you.
That's the order.
Melissa's right.
This, I don't know what questions you got wrong on that.
Please, is why I'm doing this podcast.
I know.
I'll fight you.
We just talked about it, and he said, I'm going to get better at saying no. I said, you should, except for with this podcast.
Yeah. Kev's trying to get out of this,
you
y'all.
don't- Yeah, he don't get
Y'all
that
don't
option.
need. You just need one bald.
No. Need
Bald
both.
and the beautiful.
No, I'm gonna tell you why you actually are not going to be able to get out of it.
You just told me I need to stand
Okay,
on what
yeah,
I
tell the
was-
truth, because I know when
no,
Melissa.
no,
Go
no.
ahead, Melissa.
All you're gonna do is fill the time with something else.
Yeah.
And if
But it'll be
you
something I want to do.
don't
then
care,
if we do fun stuff, then he's
You're
going to
gonna
be
be-
playing.
yeah, I don't care.
Oh,
Because
wait,
as soon
wait,
as
wait.
we want to do a trip, I want to come on the trip.
No, we only need one
That's literally
ball.
what you did about London.
What?
I don't like London. I don't want to travel. I don't want to go on tour. Japan. I don't want to go to Asia. That's too far. I'm
That's
going to
true.
go to.
She's like, but that's how I know you.
And
She's like, we got one.
You're not wrong.
Did the same thing.
Yeah, but if I'm saying you're not wrong, but you're fighting us on it, that's the difference between me and
I
you.
didn't fight y'all. I will try to go with y'all.
Oh, well, then we're the same.
Yeah, I told him. I said, say no to all the other stuff. But would you not? He said, you just said I should stand up for myself. And I said, I'm going to tell you to sit down on this one.
The
Sit
married
back
at
down.
first sight is why people click.
no, they click because of us.
No, I agree.
Comment below. Does Kevin need to stay? If you say yes, that means no.
I'll cut off the
It's gonna-
comments.
Come on.
What'd you say?
I'll cut off the comment.
I know. Now he's going campaign.
Fine time to campaign. You could have a little statue on your shelf, but oh no. Now you're going to campaign on this and get nothing.
I said I don't like to campaign for myself.
That's what you're doing. You try to
I
campaign
want
against
myself off.
You're right. That's for you.
I
I
don't.
told you, I just don't like watching this show all the time.
I get
Stop.
it.
Cut this out.
If this show would be 30, no, this is true. They need to hear this. Make this show an hour. It's too long.
We've been
hour
saying
and a
that for
half.
3 seasons.
Yeah, they don't
now.
care
That's
about
all
you.
I'm saying.
You're not about to ruin our relationship. Shut up. Just cut this out.
Aubrey, keep it in.
I pay her, not you.
Hey, come on. Hush
Aubrey,
it.
I'll pay you double. Keep it in. We need to do a trip, and then I'll be more wanting to do
Aubrey,
this.
I'll
We need
pay you
another
double,
trip, and then
Melissa,
you
can I pay you
rejuvenate
double?
yourself. We do another trip.
Yeah.
So
That doggone
TBTB
Napa trip had me
yeah.
going for another 8 months.
Napa.
We can do a TBT trip this week. It's summer.
This week
Wait.
in summer.
Hold on. Because I was like, weekend, I ain't doing nothing. Wait, summer.
Wait a minute though, because our life situation is about to change because somebody's moving back, so we can do some trips.
Yes, right now.
When your mom? Mama Dorothy coming back?
Wait.
Will she keep our kids
Hold
too?
on. Time out. She
Let's
ain't.
just get a big house. Let's go half on a house.
Okay.
Well, just
Jeff,
raise
you
all
do
these
not
kids.
wanna-
and
I
Yes.
actually, on my 40 for 40, I want to buy a duplex.
Oh, we almost did that instead
We
of buying a
almost did
house.
it.
You want to buy real estate?
Yes, I want to
should.
buy real estate before I turn 40.
I've been telling her. I
No,
want to.
no, don't do me. Don't do me. Because the conversation,
I see you having like a real estate empire.
I want to do it. And this is the thing, you're not about to do me. Because what do I want to use as the down payment for the house that I want to buy out here?
I done told you to sell the house in Washington. I
okay,
told
then
you,
don't-
and you.
don't
And
do
then
me
after I
because
told
you
her to
try to
sell
act
the
like I
house,
didn't
this is what
want
she said. We need to sell the house in Washington. We need to sell the house in Washington. I was like, go ahead and sell it. She was like, I thought you were gonna say yes.
You lying. You lying. You lying. What'd you say? They laugh for the story?
Come on.
That's what they do.
No, you looked at that. She
Yeah,
agreed.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was
That's what
about
that was was fun. You do that.
You and you
Them
agreed.
and that one. No. Yeah, string. That's what I'm talking about, string.
I was like, what are you talking about?
I was like, yes. Finally. It happened.
She looked at Marcus. Why are you agreeing?
I was like, I said, yup. She said, and then looked at me. I said, you. Angel looked at me with like, She still got my back. Wait a minute.
I completely missed it.
Anyway, within the next 3 weeks, trip, TBTB.
We
He ain't got no time. He about to shoot a shot.
Why you always shooting something? That's why you can't have no old school, because
My dad
shooting
wasn't
something
in
is your
my
old school.
But it's not funny, really. It's serious. All right, enough
But
of
yeah,
this.
you in TBTB.
I do want to buy real estate though. That's
Yeah,
part
we
of my
almost
list.
did that.
That's what
Let's
I
buy
just put
something
on
in
my
Houston.
sisters. I told my sisters, I said, ooh, I had an epiphany. My agent owns a couple of companies with his siblings. And so I told my sisters I wanted to do that. And I was thinking like, oh, we'll get a condo or something of that sort. One of my sisters went off on she was like, I just want to own land. We could put a rock climbing business and a paintball. I was like, and so when I wasn't responding, she called me. So you don't like my ideas? I was like, they don't work for right now. they don't. She was dead serious. She was like, we can rock climbing, we can gun range for kids.
This is the Baltimore sister, so it's best the kids shoot at the gun range and not each other. So they got their own guns.
For kids is a choice.
Yes.
DC for Discovery Zone. Discover how to kiss someone on your own.
Is that the jingle? I want to do a jingle show.
Oh my God.
I got all things. To do.
She ready. 4440
like-
is going to be
how many
120.
how many couples we got?
We got one more, I think.
One more. Lindsay and Steve.
Lindsay
Mark.
and Steve.
Lindsay.
talk about
I don't know. What's his name? Mark.
Enough.
Mark and-
Our obligation is complete. The rest, watch
Mark?
somebody else's podcast.
Oh yeah. She thinks she's
You want a real wall-to-wall
she think
cover.
that she's the best thing that ever happened to him, and she's actually the
does.
worst.
He
Listen,
did really
there's
try to make
nothing
a
worse
point.
than somebody not. This is the thing about love languages that she is missing. It doesn't matter what you think you're doing for someone.
Hold on, somebody put a timestamp in when we pick back up on the show.
Man.
I totally does. But I actually did think about this. It's so clear when it's not you in the relationship.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you think you are saving him, and you are doing the opposite.
Yeah.
You're speaking your love language to him, not his love language to him.
Yeah.
Right.
She thinks he wants her to save his life and clean his apartment and all that, and he's like, don't do no, I don't like that. Keep you, and he's done said it every episode for like the last 5 episodes.
ain't hear that.
She's not listening to his talking
Yeah.
heads.
She's just abrasive and just all over
She
the place.
does come off strong.
She's a freaking tidal wave.
Weed on your 40/40?
No. Thank you guys so much for joining us for today's
It was on mine. It
episode.
went terrible.
Bye.